Hello friends, now today we are having with us Mr. Aman Agarwal, who has cracked the interview for Home Center, a landmark group vertical, as a merchandising analyst. Welcome Aman for today's session.
Thank you, Kaustav.
Thank you very much for granting our invitation over here. Now, if I can go for the Aman value proposition, main thing is the presentation skill. We're having friends for the last 2 years, and really, this is really much more appreciated. And if I go that Aman, the main thing is for cracking the interview is how to present yourself in front of him or her.
Correct.
So let's Aman come to the main point. So first thing I want to know, sir, please tell me us about the home center.
Okay. So Kaustav, Home Center is a sub company of the Landmark Group, which is situated in Middle East, and their headquarters is in Dubai, that is United Arab Emirates, and they are operating mainly into retail. They started their journey as a group in 1973, and Home Center started its journey in 1995. So now they are across India into various for fashion verticals. They own Max Fashion, they own Lifestyle, they own Home Center. So I have been hired as a merchandising analyst for Home Center.
So I want to add some more points for the home center. That a home center has
Mhm.
been started from 1995, and from one
Mhm.
to now there are total 100 stores, and they
Correct.
have served totally 10 million plus happy customers.
Correct.
So now come to the next part of this webinar. That Aman, my first question to you is that what is the main value proposition of home center?
Okay. So thank you so much, Kaustav, for inviting me for this webinar. I'm glad to be a part of this. And so, if you ask me about the value proposition of the company, uh, we all know that we stay in a world which follows two types of concept, that is just-in-time concept and FIY concept, that is fix it yourself. So the company brings a hell lot of products which comes under the category of fix it yourselves. That means you can simply buy those products, come home and fix it yourself with a guide which is given to that. So that is the reason we are a tough competitor to IKEA. Coming at number two, today when you go to buy a furniture, you just don't go to buy a furniture, but you go to buy a solution to your house. So we give the solution towards everything. We come with home decor, we come with bedding, sofa, curtains, cushions, mattresses, everything. So whatever you need inside a house is provided by us. And the third value proposition is the brand name, the company. You must have went to other outlets of Landmark Group, that is Max, Lifestyle Fashion, and all those. So it comes with a brand name, and that makes it a perfect place to be in and to work for.
Great to know about home center. So my first question for the interview, that what was the round over there for the home center? Total number
So
of rounds.
Kaustav, there were around 7 rounds. Five of them were tests that you need to go and give inside the computer. So it was Excel based test, aptitude was there, your communication skills was there, design thinking was there, how creatively you can think, it was there. So 5 rounds consistent of this test, and the sixth was the GD, and the seventh was the PI. So in total, seven number of rounds.
Okay, after cracking the 5 rounds, then we'll come to the main part, that is the GD.
Correct.
So how you prepare for those things? Do you ever before that there will be having a 7 rounds of interview? Means the process?
Uh, Actually, I was knowing it that there are 7 rounds, but I was not knowing about 7 rounds. I knew that there would be aptitude and Excel round, a GD, and a PI. But as the number of aspirants were too high, so they need to conduct these 7 rounds. And those 7 rounds, I won't say everything has given me a learning. So I would say those 7 rounds were relevant to clear an interview for a company which ranks 19 in Asia in terms of working. As I said, Kostav, the most important, most crucial part was the GD because the maximum number of filtration happened in that round only.
Yeah. I was. So how you prepared yourself?
Kostav, to be very honest, of course, people can have difference in opinion, but I believe that you cannot prepare for an interview, be it Landmark in particular or any other company in general. You cannot prepare it for overnight. So to give
Yeah.
a jargon, if you've heard about that line that Rome was not built in a day. So
Yeah.
you cannot build yourself ready for an interview just the night before you are going to do the interview. It
Okay.
should start with day one. An
So just,
interview is nothing but interacting,
yeah,
correct?
obviously.
So
Obviously.
you don't go there, or you don't perform a dance, you don't mimic somebody to get selected, but you interact with the interviewer, and your connection with the interviewer decides that whether you are selected or not.
Yeah. So you
Correct?
just
So
prepare yourself with the company overview, latest news for the home center. That's all. Nothing too much
correct.
apart from this. So just,
And of course you should showcase your learning ability. They won't hire you for any particular job profile, but they will hire you if you are adequate to learn new things. You can catch new things, you have that skills. That is what makes you hired.
so for the first, the main point is first you have to be a learner.
Correct.
Okay. My second question to you, that
Mhm.
how did you prepare your resume with respect to
Okay.
the JD?
Okay. So Kaustav, I would say a resume is a trailer to a movie. So if people don't like the trailer, they won't like the movie, right? So
Obviously.
once you give your resume to the interviewer, he decides that whether he wants to call you inside for an interview or an interaction, or he doesn't want, and or he doesn't, does he wants to straight away reject that resume. So when you make your resume, you have to put certain things in mind. So first of all, the resume should be made in terms, in regards with the company's requirements. So if you are, I was preparing for a profile which was into inventory management. So I have to
Okay.
put in my CVs all those stuffs which will help the company to grow in terms of my hobbies and passion. And I've seen people writing in their CVs swimming, cricket, hobbies in hobbies as in swimming, cricket, but it is not something which is going to help in the company. So you have
Yeah.
to always write such passion, such skills, and such hobbies that some way will help the company to grow. So I wrote that I like trekking, I like blogging, and also you know that
Okay.
I was the
Yeah, I
runners
know.
up for sales forecasting, right? So all those I've written in my CV. You have to, of course, make that CV according to the company's requirement and not what you have in your pocket.
Okay. So can you please remember what are the two skills have you mentioned in your resume? Means the competencies, two skills just.
So cost of the one was a learning skill that I can learn very fast. I'm a quick learner.
Okay.
And the other one I would say I wrote as communication skills.
Okay.
Communication is not only about speaking English, but it's about how well you connect with the person. And
Oh,
you
yeah.
you knowing me from last 2 years, you know that if I talk to somebody, I can connect with them well, right?
Yes, so that's why I mentioned in the first time that the main thing of the Aman Agarwal is presentation, my friend.
Thank you. So
I also learned
that's
many
what.
things from Aman, really.
Thank you, Kaustav.
So if you can
Yeah.
remember, what was the GD topic of your group?
So yeah, Kaustav, that was one of the most fantabulous GDs I ever had. So the GD topic was future of online shopping.
Oh, great. So the things is totally will be was in the field of means online shopping trends.
Correct.
This or there are having any abstract topic or science and technological topics. If you can put the
Okay.
abstract means pink, yellow, that kind of topic in any of the JD group.
Other groups also they were similar to those only. That what do you think regarding online shopping? It was there. What is the future of retail?
Okay.
What is the future of online shopping? All those questions were repeated because there were only 10 groups, I guess, 10 GD groups.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So how many there were there in the JD round, and out of which how they're selected?
So, Kaustav, as I said, there were around 120 people who sat for the GD,
Okay.
and out of those, 17 got selected for the final PI.
From 120 to just 17.
17, correct.
Oh my God. And per GD group, how many people?
It was not like that. So, in certain groups, there were two people who got selected, and there were groups in which none of them got selected. So, it
Okay.
was whole and soul on the competency of the candidate.
Okay. So now come to the PI part. So
Okay.
if I can go, what is the first question at the PI? That just about introduce about yourself, or just like question, just tell me something, tell me about yourself which is not written in your CV. That type of
Okay.
question, any type of tricky
Okay.
thing.
So Kaustav, if I say you what was the first question which was asked to me, you might laugh. So when I was about to sit in the chair, on the chair, I'm sorry. So the first question which was asked to me that at what time do you have your breakfast in the morning? So this was the first question which was asked to me.
So
And you
from the
can never predict that what kind of questions an interviewer is going to ask you. And I personally believe that you can never prepare for the interview, but you can prepare for any interview. Like if you are prepared, you don't need to check whether it's a company, a Landmark Group, or it's Britannia or it's Dabur, doesn't matter. So
okay,
that was the first question which was asked to me.
now
And
I'm
I
very
just
much
also want to share one
yeah
thing, Kaustav,
yeah.
that generally for 17 people, the average PI time was 20 minutes, and for me, it
Okay,
was 45 minutes.
how this can be a double means for the presentation skill.
It's not for the presentation skills, it's all about how you interact with the interviewer. So once he start building a relationship, building a rapport with you,
Okay,
he wants to talk to you, he wants to take everything from you, he wants to know you in and out. And that was the case with me. I For the 45 minutes, I don't remember, there was a certain point when we stopped. So we were
okay,
continuously talking to each other, and the interaction was equal. The number of questions they asked me, the number of queries I asked you, it was all balanced.
okay. So I'm just eager to know the what was the next question. If the first question was what did you eat in breakfast, then what was the next question?
Yeah, so how I answered that question was, Kaustav, I would like to share. It will
Yeah,
just
yeah.
take 30 seconds. So you should never answer such questions simply that yeah, I had my breakfast at 8:30. Asking such a question means the interviewer doesn't want to know the exact time you had the breakfast. He's not interested in that. So how
Yeah.
I answered is that I told him that I wake at 6:30. I go for morning walk. So if I come back at 7:30, I'll have it at 8 o'clock. If I come at 8:30, I'll have it at 9 o'clock. So this way, in one question, I gave him two answers that I wake up early. First, good quality. Second, good
Yeah.
quality is that I go for jogging. So
Yeah.
that was the way I answered the first question.
Okay. Wake up early, physical fitness, and breakfast
Correct.
are three combination
Correct.
in a single answer.
In single question.
Okay. So then what was the next question?
So next question they asked me, there was no such question, general question, tell me something about yourself or why do we hire you? It was not there. They wanted to know something different which was not there as a part of CV. And that is the question where maximum individuals will are going to get stuck, right? So how I answered that question was, sir, there are around 120 people who are standing outside and 17 people who are standing outside, and you can hire any one of them. But you know that retail is a tough job and it requires
Obvious.
dedication. The
Obvious.
amount of dedication I have towards this particular job and this particular profile is a little bit more than the other 16 standing outside.
Okay.
So at some certain point of time, they might give up, but I can assure you that I won't say that I won't say that I won't do mistakes. I will do mistakes, but I'm sure I won't give up and I'll learn from that mistakes. So this is what how you can tweak the answers.
Then I go to the next question is that this question is very much applicable to any for the interview. So the next question
Okay.
is the why you applied for this company. I think this
Okay.
question has also been thrown from their point to your from their stable to your to you.
Correct. Correct. Definitely.
So
Why do you
what?
want to join Home Center?
Yeah.
So, Kaustav, of course, if you are applying for a particular profile or a particular company, you should at least have a bit of knowledge of that particular profile. So, as I said, that I was working with sales forecasting team in our college, right? And
Yeah.
I also won the runners up. So it was all about calculating the forecast for the next year. And the profile which they were offering was very similar that you have to manage the inventory. So purchase and in and out of the inventory, right? So that was the one point which I related. Apart from that, I was always good with numbers. I forgot to share that when I was in the GD, right? So people were speaking generalized content that online shopping has no physical touch, this, that. But I was not speaking for the first 5 minutes. On the 6 minute, I spoke just one line, and that made the best performer for me in the GD. So that was data.
Okay.
So if you
That's
are
great.
speaking in a PI, you should always speak about data.
Obviously, that's great.
That is, you cannot simply speak that GDP is going up or fiscal deficit is going up, foreign portfolio investors are leaving. You cannot simply say terminologies. You should have numbers that will justify the content, right?
So you have to
That
throw your
answers.
logical thinking with respect to the data. Without the
Correct.
data, can't able to justify your thing at that point.
Correct. Correct.
So my last question to you, that
Mhm.
please mention 3 points to the aspirant who want to go for the home center. Please mention three
Okay.
points that is that
So
those things
first,
have to
Kaustav.
there in that.
Okay. So Kaustav, I can speak for an hour about this. How can you prepare for an interview? And of course, we are time bound, so we cannot go with that. So three major things, as I said, number one would be data. People would be speaking about general content. They would be fighting, and of course, we know that GD is not about fighting or debating. It's about putting forward your point. So your point should not be biased, right? If you are
Okay.
speaking, if it's a controversial topic, you should give 50-50 balance to both the sides, and at last you should put your suggestion or conclusion that what is your opinion, and it should not be contradictory. Number
Okay.
one. Number two, I say personally that I see that skills need to be developed. Job is not a problem, job is a solution. So for getting a solution, you should have that competencies, right? If you develop those skills, if you develop those competencies inside you, I think cracking a GD or PI or getting selected for a job is a cakewalk.
Okay.
Number three, things are going to really change after this pandemic, cost of.
Yeah.
We never know that there can be anything that people might go for only online shopping that because they might be used to it, or they would be so frustrated with the online shopping that they only wanted to go for retail shopping or physical shopping. Anything is fine, and we cannot predict at this point of time, correct?
Yeah.
So we should be future ready with uh, both the options which are going to happen. So it's not that
Okay.
only we should focus about digital marketing, online shopping, and everything, but also be a part of retail chain, learn physical shopping, learn people management, and all those things can definitely work out to crack any interview, not just home center.
Okay. That's great, Aman. So a question from my side to you.
Okay,
Are you ready to accept this thing?
100% cost. I'll try my best to answer that.
Thank you very much. So if I go for the consumer buying behavior for the Indian people, that they
Okay,
now they want to feel and touch. After that, they will buy. For this reason,
great,
Flipkart and Amazon will be coming to the for their online offline store.
correct,
But for the current situation, the people are mostly dependent on the online facility, means on the
correct,
online platform or e-commerce company. So
correct.
how do you feel? What will be the future of home center?
So, Kaustav, I would like to answer this question the way you answered the question to me. So, you said about Flipkart and Amazon being coming offline.
Yeah.
So, what is the reason behind that? I feel is 60% of the online orders are getting returned, right? If
Okay.
you see the data, 60 out of 100 orders get returned, may it be with Flipkart or Amazon.
Okay.
And people in today's world, they of course they want the touch and feel, because we stay in we have heard number of cases where they have received the damaged product, they have received stones in the packets of mobile phones. So definitely they want to go ahead and touch and feel and just want to purchase. Even they are if they want to pay 500 more, they'll pay it, right?
Okay.
So asking the future for Home Center has applied a very unique strategy of omni-channel. That is, they are present both online or offline, and there cannot be a third channel. Either you will be buying things online or you will be buying things offline. And also, we are working on a project where we are going to suggest Home Center to use virtual reality. That means you're not coming to the store, but you are sending a photo of your house, or you are sending a video of your house, in which we will put stuffs with our software or editor, and they'll send you the video that how your house can look like. So you might not be touching or feeling it, but you will experience the whole house previously only. So that is
Okay.
on which we are working as of now.
Okay. That's great
I
to
think
know.
retail has a great future ahead.
Yeah.
People would never completely go online or completely never would come offline. It will be omni-channel.
Okay. So that's a very good insight from you, Aman. Thank you, Aman, on behalf of Innovative Techs family, that we are getting a very much good insight from your end. And aspirant, please build your own strategy after seeing this video. And if you want to connect with him by one is to one, I'll provide the description, the link of the mail of his mail ID as well as the LinkedIn profile in the description box. Please stay connected with that.
Yes, guys, you can always just ping me up, or you can just always drop a mail. You can connect me on LinkedIn and Facebook. Costa will share my details with you, and we can have much better clarity on one-on-one sessions, which we cannot have right here.
Now, experts, the second thing is that please comment below, or you can mail us also for which company you want to hear the expert's voice. We'll be getting with that representative, that company's representative, and we'll share their experience and views to you. Please stay connected with this channel, and please subscribe and share as much as you can. Thank you, Aman, again for getting this.
Thank
If
you.
I need anything in future, I'll be again connected with you in this webinar. Thank you.
Anytime, anytime, no problem, Costa. Have a good day. Take
Have a
care.
good
Yeah,
day. Stay safe, Aman.
you too. Bye bye.
Bye bye.